Wow, good afternoon. I'm Joy Jason by name. I'm a professional counselor. I'm into child rearing practice, family, and marriage. This afternoon, I just want to drop a brief hint on the issue of punishment in child rearing practice and discipline. When we talk of punishment, we are talking about inflicting pain in the offender. And when we talk of discipline, we are talking about teaching a child how to behave or raising a child to be well behaved. Now, I want to say that punishment can give you instant results, but sometimes it's not permanent. And I feel as parents, punishment should not be the main thing that should be our focus, but rather raising our children to be well behaved with good character. So I'm saying here that punishment and discipline, some parents use punishment, some parents discipline. I'm an advocate of discipline because when you talk of discipline, you teach the child what is right, what is wrong, and you inculcate the right character in the child. When you talk of punishment, punishment put fear in a child. So because of fear, that child might not do that thing for the time being, but sometimes the child might do it. But when you talk of discipline, discipline inculcates the right character, the right attitude, the right way to behave in a child. And there's a lot of difference. You see, a child that is raised with just punishment, the child now end up sometimes believing that the way to solve his or her problem is through violence, which is not the best. But the child that is raised with discipline will know how to behave and adjust positively to the society. So what I want to say is this: discipline teaches a child what is acceptable. Punishment puts fear in a child. Thereby, the child obey out of fear, not that the child feel that is what is acceptable. Now, what does it involve to put discipline in a child? You have to role model a disciplined life for the child to see. You have to role model a disciplined life, because whatever you want to teach your children, they must see it in you. You want them to be polite, you have to be polite. Then this point two, tip two, you have to use reinforcement, using praise. When they get it right, you have to praise them, you have to reward them, you have to appreciate them. Don't just every time be there and be complaining and be nagging and be picking their faults, instead of reinforcing the good character in the child. In the home where you want to use discipline, there should be rules on, okay, this is what is allowed and this is not allowed. Time for screen, time to sleep, time for lunch, time to wake up. There should be rules in the house. Where there is no law, there is no sin. So when we talk of discipline, there should be what? Rules. And when that's point three. Tip four, when the children misbehave, redirects their bad conduct to a positive one through discipline, teaching them what they have done is wrong and why it is wrong, and tell them what is right. So that's tip four. Redirect. In discipline, you redirect their bad conduct to good one. If they misbehave, direct them on how to behave well. And when you say there are rules in the house, there should be consequence. So I am saying I am an advocate of the use of discipline in raising children than the use of punishment. I say punishment focuses on making the offender, the child, to suffer for misbehaving. Discipline focus on what? Teaching the child about how to behave and making right choices. I I want to say that if you can inculcate the habit of using discipline, it will be good for your child rearing practice. Thank you. Bye.